Beautiful people. What's going on, everybody? Retro Talk Forum back in the building on this Sunday afternoon. I know it's a little bit of time change, but it's all good. We here with a very special guest in the building. Um, I'm Hop Dog 18, or you can call me Hop, and I'm gonna pass it to my brother over here to my this way. There we go.
Mm,
I got it right.
yeah, you got it. You're almost, but you got
Got
it
it
though.
right. Got it right. Got it right.
What's good, people? What's good, people? It's your boy Black Ass African, aka BAA, aka Marvin to the Sun. And like my co-host said, Hop, we got a very special guest today, uh, gracing us with his presence. We know it's a little late over there in his neck of the woods, but we really appreciate him for coming through. And let's have a nice show today. So we're gonna let the guest host introduce himself.
Cool. Hi guys. Hi USA. My name is Franklin, aka the King of Trainers. I'm based in the UK. So yeah, it's like 11 p.m., nearly midnight over here. So, I had to stay up and join my guys in the States for this. Thank you for inviting me, man. Thank you for
Oh,
inviting me.
appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. So you were saying the weather was kind of hot over there. So
It's
we
hot,
don't
yeah,
know.
it's hot. Yeah, it's not hot. It's not American hot, but it's hot for UK because in the UK we're always raining and the weather's cold and stuff. But it's hot. It's hot enough. So the problem is because it's so cold. Anytime we get a little bit of heat, it feels hot. So yeah.
Is it the humidity? Do you have humidity over there?
Yeah. We do.
Okay.
We do. You
I'm
just
finna see.
get stuff. Just got my fan on and everything.
I'm finna see how hot it is. So you say it's 27 degrees Celsius.
That's what they said on the. That's what they said on the weather forecast. So.
So that means it's 80 degrees over there right now. Hour for us Fahrenheit. So that's kind of hot, especially at night.
Yeah.
That is hot for the night. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Ooh, 80 degrees at night.
Yeah, that's hot, bro.
Yeah.
That is hot.
It's hot.
But like I said, man, we appreciate you for coming through, man.
No, thank you. You guys, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Man.
For everybody out there, just let them know where you're located at.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm located in the UK. London, England. Across the seas. So yeah, anyone who's been to the United Kingdom, I don't know the Queen, but people always say the Queen. Like when I come to the States, they're like, oh, you know the Queen. Have you been to Buckingham Palace? Yeah, I have, but no. We don't know the Queen. She's not that close to us. So,
First of all, anybody in the chat, we need to highlight real quick, Hot, before we move forward.
Well, we got Sean. Sean came through. Sean, I don't want to mess his name up.
I always say Mebane.
Mebane. J Jeff in the building. OG Sneakers. And Black Ass African. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all coming through.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
We normally don't say this, but hit the like button, leave a comment. And if you like what we're doing, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate everybody coming through. We got an announcement coming up probably at the end of the show for a giveaway with our sponsor, Lift Heavy and Beer Jedi. So stick around for that, and it's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be dope.
All right. So, as the guest of the evening, this portion of the show, you already know what's coming. We got pickups. What you got? What you got in? Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't really pick up. Just something light, to be fair. And I'm not even trying to do no light business, but I think these were the last ones that the last ones that I actually went to the store to pick up. Like, I got sent a few pairs recently. But
wait a minute, what you mean you went to the store and picked those up?
Yeah, well, because I don't really go to the stores no more. It's in the UK, like it's a bit crazy because you don't really go to the stores because of COVID and everything.
Right.
The stores just opened up. Yeah. So I think this was the last pair I actually went to the store. Like most of them get delivered and stuff. So yeah, so that's the
But what I'm saying is,
I think you missed Black when he said something light. He said he picked
yeah,
something light. That
the only thing that's light is the color.
yeah, it's not like yeah.
So
yeah,
what store did you pick that up from?
Oh, it's a place called Offspring. Offspring. I don't know.
Oh,
if you guys-
okay.
yeah, Offspring HQ. So yeah, they just opened.
I can never hit on Offspring. I can
Me
never hit on.
Yeah,
I've tried online, and I don't know what it is
Yeah.
with that site, man. I can never hit on Offspring.
Yeah, Offspring's crazy, man. Like the whole community thing is what you really need to kind of get involved in. But I'll hold out the guys for you and see what we can do. But it's crazy. They got the most they've got the most interactive sneaker page, and so not sneaker page, but just like like a footwear clothing store or even a kind of community page in the world. Like as soon as it posts, like 500 comments, 1,000 comments type of thing. So, Offspring is, they're doing their thing.
It's like a big blog over there. That what you get?
Yeah, well, it's a shop. It's a shop, but they do community things as well. So So every time you enter like the raffles and stuff, you have to do like community things. And So, but they've kind of, by constructing the whole community, I kind of helped them in the beginning, and it's all about using the community to kind of help other people. So everyone kind of chats underneath their posts and stuff, and I guess it's good. It's dope, but it's it's hard to kind of win because there's so many people that just enter and things like that.
Oh man, yeah. The same way here.
Because I mean, in stores in the UK, you can't release a shoe like this in the store. You can't so you have to kind of get it reserved, and then you go at a latest time and stuff like that. Because if they've done this, it's a complete riot,
Because I don't think any stores in the States actually have it to where you can pick that shoe up like that. I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think so.
If anybody in the chat knows, let us know because I haven't seen anything like that.
Because when you say
it would be mass hysteria.
When you said I went to the store and picked it up, I'm like, wait.
Yeah,
you went to the store. You went to the store and picked it up. Okay.
Yeah, they had it, parked to the side for me, so it's all good with my name on the box and all that. So it gets like that hit. Nah. In the UK, you won't get any trainers if you don't build relationships. You just won't get anything.
True. That is true. That is true.
It's aggressive.
That's the name of the game these days now, man. Building relationships to where people can actually look out for you, like you said, bro. Oh yeah.
Indeed.
So is that all you have for the week?
Yeah. In terms of this week, yeah. I mean, I was supposed to get the purple Jordan 1s today, but I had I was with my son and I couldn't get down to pick them up. But that's it for the week, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, so
no
yeah.
That's one more than what I had because I have nothing.
Well, let me go ahead and show mine.
Yeah.
What you got, bro?
This is this one here. He just came in here, and this one here is for him. Oh well.
I don't know. I tried to put you on there.
Oh, put me on there then.
I got you.
Okay, now when you say light, this is light work this is light work, but still it's a nostalgic shoe in my opinion. A lot of dope boys had this shoe back in the day, and
the feelers, woo, yeah.
This is like my second pair. I had to have these. I had to have these because my first pair was like it was a half size too small, and it was like I couldn't rock with it. It wasn't comfortable, so I ended up giving that to my son. And I said, once I find a good pair for a cheap price. I was gonna go ahead and pull the trigger, and I saw them in my local city gear for $40, and they had the last size, which is my size 11 and a half. So it was a done deal for me. Say
That's
less, give it to me.
Yeah, that's what's up. You can't beat that. You can't beat that.
Nah, man. You know, I mean, especially for something that I want. You know what I'm saying? I've been wanting that shoe, and I've been hunting for it because, like I said, you know, the 11 that I got was just too small, man, and I just couldn't do nothing with it. So, so Feel Fresh. That's for you, Feel Fresh.
Shout out to Feel Fresh in the chat. Chris Neely also stepped in the building. Yes, Buckeye City Soul. Appreciate y'all coming through.
Yeah, I got the man boys on. Hell yeah.
For real. Like I said, this is my pickup for the week.
Say it again.
I said that was my pickup for the week. Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny.
So since you didn't pick up anything this week, I know you had some on your feet this week. I know you had some on your feet today, matter of fact.
Today, you know what I had today? I had the Amari Jones. I had these on my feet today. The Amari Jones Pumas, the RS 100 Amari Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. It's becoming like my favorite shoe, like because I got them a couple a while back, but I just like it's just a clean shoe, man. Like I wore these like 2 days in a row, which I'm not in the UK. You're not really supposed to do, but I love these, so that's what I was wearing today, and more so because like like with Amari and his Pumas, he always has some sort of
nice little phrase.
Yeah, and I always take out my insoles. I never rock my shoes with insoles because I see the insoles as part of the kind of architecture of the shoe. So I like to preserve the insole. So I always take my insoles out when I rock my shoes.
Do you put like a replacement in, or you just kind of rock it gutless?
Sometimes, but I don't mind. I like it kind of hard. If that makes any sense. So,
I got you.
Yeah.
That's dope right there. What you had on feet, Mr. Hot Dog?
Shout out to Beard. That's our sponsor right there. Live Heavy in the building. What's going on?
What up, Beard?
For me, yesterday my son playing ball, he fractured his toe. So today he wanted to go support his team, and of course I had to go with him. And I don't really get out too much, so I have to rock something fresh to the games. You know what I'm saying? Just to stun on the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I went with a kind of hype beast today. I was a hype beast today. I wore the pink pigs.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite dunks right here.
Yeah.
Clean.
Look at that.
I doubled up on these. I had to switch the laces out. So yeah, I had to rock this today. Stun on the kids. You know what I'm saying? So
show them who really came.
Yeah, they don't know about these. You know what I'm saying? Look at the suede. I'm not king. I'm just a humble servant. You know what I'm saying? So
okay then.
Yeah, I had to get these.
Okay then. That's what's up, bro. Yeah.
OG Warren C in the building. Also Polos and J's. Appreciate y'all coming through, man.
Appreciate y'all coming through. Shout out to Forcefield guys. What's up?
That's what's up.
That's what's up, man.
That's what's up. What about you, brother? What you had on today?
Oh, I ain't going nowhere, man. It's raining, so
you had them Debos on.
I had the slides on, man.
The champion slides.
Yeah, I had the champion slides on today, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hey, nice and clean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everywhere I try to keep them clean. You know what I'm saying? Wipe the bottom off. I got a little speck down there.
Already comfortable day today. Nothing wrong with that.
That's it.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's it.
That's right. Feel it fresh, hustle and flow. It's hard out here for a pimp. Yeah, man. That was it today, though, man. That was it.
What's
for
good,
me.
Coffee?
Coffee with the foe. What's good? So, I guess we get straight into it, man. What you got, Black?
So as y'all can see, we have IG named King of Trainers in the building. royalty. Like we say, appreciate you for blessing us with your presence. We know
We
the
see the
time
crown
difference
in the
is
back.
it's
We
like
see the
way.
crown in
Yeah,
the
we
back.
see that. Hey, it's like, what I'm saying? He trying to hide it just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But we just kind of want to get started on like, as far as, well, my first question is the culture over in the UK as opposed to the culture here in the United States. In your eyes, what's the difference in between the two?
Yeah, I mean, maybe like your US guys don't know. I used to kind of go to the States every summer, like in the early 90s. So I definitely
That's what I was gonna ask. How many
the
times you
US
been over this way? Yeah. Go
Oh,
ahead. My bad.
yeah, quite a few times actually. Yeah. So growing up in the UK, in the 90s, London was crazy, and it's funny because I know New York was crazy, but my mum would send me to live with my auntie in Flatbush, Brooklyn, which was crazy at the time, to get away from trouble in the UK. So I know the culture. Like for me, I kind of brought a lot of the US culture to the UK in terms of the trainers I was wearing. I was like the first one, like in the UK, with like Air Force Ones and Jordans and stuff like that. And over in the UK, they used to wear Reebok runners and things like that. So, but I think kind of through time, the UK have kind of caught up to the US, with social media and things like that. But the US is aggressive, man. The you guys don't play when it comes to kicks. You guys, yeah, like it's like me. I've always loved my trainer since a kid, and the King of Trainers name is a nickname since like '85. You know, when my mom loved Boris Becker, and then by on the Women's Championship, she would buy me like whatever kind of trainers tennis players were wearing. Like because back in those days, tennis was the premier sport in the UK. And most parts of the world. So that's kind of how she identified with quality. So anything a tennis player would have on would be like, must be good quality. So that's kind of where my love kind of started. And through her, I was fortunate enough to have the name brand trainers in school. And by having name brand trainers, the Pumas, the Adidas, the Reeboks, when I'm a kid, the kids will say, Franklin, you're the king, And I think a lot of people, yeah, that's a lot of people in the kind of, when social media came around and things like that, I used to go to the States in the 90s, like I was saying, like, every single summer, like literally for 6-7 years, I was always in the States or Canada, Toronto, to stay with my aunties. And I would bring back the painters. So in the UK, we never used to have like the US colorways. So anytime you go to the States, you bring back a trainer, it wouldn't come out in the UK next 6 months or even a year later. So that's what I would do. I'll go every summer back to the trainer, come to the UK, and it just built around in my local area. Like Franklin's the guy when it comes to trainers, and it's kind of how the nickname came around. So kind of fast forward to kind of social media. You guys have JD Sports out in the US, right? JD Sports.
Yeah, we just started. Yeah. They stretching around.
Yeah. So they call themselves King of Trainers as well, on the retail perspective. So it wasn't really kind of any for me. It wasn't kind of any conflict and stuff like that. But I had the Twitter, and I tried to set up a website in like '99, and just to do kind of blogging and stuff. But back then I didn't know what to do with the internet. It was crazy back then. So I tried to start in '99. It was called thekingoftrainers.com. It didn't really work out back then.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like just kind of doing things in the scene. We used to do parties with my friends. We used to do something called Be True to Your School trainer parties and sneaker parties, sorry. And then like when it came to the Twitter times, like when I registered the Twitter, like my friend on Twitter said, Nike on Just Do It. And that's on Impossible Nothing. Why doesn't JD Sports speak to the King of Trainers? And they got crazy on me. They wanted to stay. They started to attack me. I never had many followers on Twitter, but they still try to go crazy. And then they sent me a legal cease and desist. You guys know what cease and desist is, right? Yeah, you guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they sent me a cease and desist saying that they're going to sue me if I don't surrender the names. and it was a bit crazy. This was around 2011, 2012 times. You know, and they said like, because I got a bit of property out in the UK, so they said they're gonna take it from me, etc., etc. So I tried to kind of work with them and say, look, like, let's work together. I'm a person, you guys are blah blah blah. You know, those big shops, they don't want to hear from no young black guys, man. They're like, yo, we want to stamp this guy out. And then yeah, I learned everything there is to know about trademark law. I spoke to the lawyer, which was a female lawyer, on the phone, and I said, "Hi, it's King of Trainer." She said, "You can't say this." She just started going crazy. You can't say this. You can't use the name, blah blah. Then actually, I said, "Yes, I can." So and then she was like, "What do you mean?" So I started to kind of spit law and trademark law and online law is different from statutory law and all these different things, and she couldn't believe it. She was mind blown. She was like, "Whoa," you know, because they're thinking like
they wasn't expecting that.
Right.
Nah, yeah, they weren't, and I really kind of gave it to her. And I mean, I don't know if you guys know how big JD is. Like in Europe, they're one of the biggest stores in the whole of Europe. Like they own Size. I don't know if you guys have heard of Size, Foot Patrol. They own. They're gonna buy. You know, I think they bought.
Finish Line.
Not first.
They got Finish Line over here.
Finish Line. I think they bought. Is it Ruvilla as well? They bought another shop out. You know, so they got money, man. They're juggernauts, like in the UK and Europe. You know, I think people bigger than them is a foot long. Like you can't battle them in the courts, like, and like but I was willing to go to court. So when the lawyer said to me, "Yo, like, you know that their company's worth $3 billion and they'll flatten you," and I said, "Nah, I'll go to court." You know, DTLR, that's the one. That's it. Yeah. And I said go to court, and then when I said that, the lawyer was like, "Yo, like, who are you?" Like, you know, no one wants to go to court with a big company, and I said, and she said, "What's my lawyer's deed? You can send the legal to my lawyers." I said, "I want to defend myself in court," and then she couldn't believe it. She was like, she's never heard no one say that, like, you know, willing to risk it all for the name. You know, and then I was waiting. I was for my letter to go to court, and then about about a month or two later, they dropped the case. A campaign called "There's Only One King of Trainers." So when they started that campaign, "There's Only One King of Trainers," and they had a whole new campaign, "Undefeated King of Trainers," and all these different things. They were talking about me with saying my name. So I took to Instagram and I started to post up on Instagram heavy, like, when Instagram was kind of newish, and I was doing like 20 pictures a day. Yeah, I was doing 20 pictures a day of like just news and stuff like that, and you know, and I was just going crazy. And then by them doing a campaign, I remember they launched it like where my parents live, a place called Tottenham, North London, and they launched their campaign, and it kind of helped me saying that because they're King of Trainers, but they were using it in the UK from about the 90s. They stopped it in 2003, but then they enacted it after they went through the legal thing with me. But God being so good, man, like, since I've worked with them, I've done campaign, you know, they reached out to me. They said they wanted to bury the hatchet. So, or even on their Instagram, like last year during the whole Black Lives Matter thing, they reached out to me and on their Instagram and stuff like that. So, you know, it's all good. It's all good.
That's crazy right there, bro. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So how did that come about with them just burying the hatchet? They just said, forget it. We just gonna go ahead and work with him, or
yeah. I think it's like the guards had changed. Like at the time, social media was kind of new. Like Twitter and Instagram was kind of new. So I think they thought they had to protect, but the law is like if you use the name over 7 years and you've got the proof and the history, they can't just come and take it off you. And I'm not claiming I'm a store. I'm not trying to say I'm a store. I'm a personality. And it was just like a local thing. So they just reached out to me. Then, like, a couple of their people reached out to me. And then we done like a campaign, and then we done another campaign for Nike with them. So it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Well, that's good. It worked out in your favor. That's real good. It worked out in your favor. The word trainer. Define the word trainer to the US.
Yeah.
For those who don't know.
Okay. Yes, the trainer and sneakers the same thing, but trainer, when they kind of brought trainer out, it's like a shoe that trains you, so you use it for training, you know. So like, and the training could be, you know, training in the gym, running, etc. So any form of training, call it the trainer, you know. And then that's kind of how it worked. So we have trainers, and it was more, you know, a gym thing. But then, you know, in the 80s, it just became a lifestyle thing, and then that's kind of where the whole trainers came around, you know. But it's the same sneakers, but more. I mean, since the internet kind of developed, you know, sometimes I say sneakers, sometimes, but trainers is kind of the original, you know, for us here.
I got you. Like, you know, we say sneakers, or, you know, our old folks be saying tennis shoes.
Tennis shoes, yeah. Yeah, because it was tennis shoes. Like, even like I still say tennis shoes. You know, tennis shoes will always remain supreme in my eyes. To be fair,
Facts.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
So, what sport got you started in sneakers?
A sport. I mean, it was tennis, I guess. But I'm not that good at tennis, you know. But my mom was very good at table tennis. She loved tennis, so that's the sport, you know. And tennis shoes, like, they were the king of the court. Like, that was, you know, where we're from, because we never had, you know, Wimbledon's like our biggest franchises, like, in terms of tennis. So Wimbledon's the original tennis competition. So when Wimbledon comes around, like, the whole of the UK stops and we all watch Wimbledon. So to see the tennis shoes there, it was crazy. And then, like, you know, when Becker and Agassi, and, you know, Agassi especially, because he brought the color to Wimbledon, because Wimbledon, they had a color code of just white. Everything was white. And then towards the mid 80s, they kind of changed that, and then Agassi came and he just disrupted things. So, you know, but tennis was the and then, you know, you have things like soccer, football. We call it football over here. You guys call it soccer, you know. And then that kind of brought the kind of you know, the Italian, the terrace, because you have the football fans will wear like terrace shoes, the Diodoras, the you know, the less, you know, the Sergio Stacchinis and things like that. And that's when you had the terrace culture. And then you had, like, street culture was kind of where, you know, you had people like just hang out and wear expensive shoes to show, you know, who they were, you know, in society, if you get what I mean.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah. We call that call that stunting over here. That's what we call it, stunting now.
Yeah.
Or a drip session.
Yeah, street culture kind of moved things a lot. And in the UK, it was really about the most expensive shoes. Sometimes, unfortunately, you know, it wasn't even about the shoe or the make. It was more like, what is the most expensive shoe out? And then if you had that, you were the guy, you know.
Yeah.
So at the time, it was a lot of Air Maxes and stuff like that. That was the most expensive. And then, you know, a couple of the Reebok. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember Reebok Instructor with the ERS bubble at the back. So Reebok Instructor, that was a crazy shoe. And yeah, we used to, that was it. Like, all the expensive shoes I had, you know, when I was a kid. So that's kind of what helped.
So is like, for us in the States, you know, majority of the people that's, you know, talk about sneakers, you know, growing up is always basketball, because basketball pretty much, you know, brought out a lot of people's passion for the sneakers. And then the other sports, like, you know, cross training, running, football, baseball, stuff like that, it came behind it. But for the UK, would you say it's more runner predominant?
Yeah, it's runner predominant, indeed. The runner shoe was the dominant shoe, and it was the Reebok Classic. The Reebok Classic was really, the Reebok Classic, the old school classics, was really the shoe, and the tennis shoes, the C85s. Reebok dominated in the 80s. Reebok dominated hard, and it wasn't until, like, kind of 88, 89 when when we started to get, like, the cable and stuff, where we started to get an import of basketball. It wasn't until, like, the Jordan 4s that we really kind of saw the basketball craze in the UK, where the Jordan 4s, I think, was the first shoe to get imported to the UK internationally properly, like, you know, in the mainstream stores, because we had import stores and we had mainstream stores.
Right.
and then it got important, and then from the Jordan 4, that's when people started to look on basketball. But the honest truth is, it wasn't like it is now. Like even through the 90s, people weren't really messing with basketball as much in terms of the footwear, and it was mainly like the Air Maxes and the runners and stuff like that. So it was really kind of in this generation after the 2000s and stuff, then the basketball shoes really came into effect.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
You got your question, Hot?
No, go ahead, brother. You
Okay.
good.
So
Mm-hmm.
since you said into something about Air Max right quick, what's your all-time favorite Air Max?
Oh man, it's the Air Max 90 actually. Air Max 90s, the OG colorways, the infrared colorways. But I mean, you know, the Air Max 95s when they came out in 95 with the neon, that was a crazy shoe, you know.
Right.
If you had that, you know, then it you know, it is what it is. This, I mean, I like Air Max. I'm a Nike fan. I grew up on Nike. Nike was like that shoe that kind of dominated in the UK. Reebok's dominated too, but when Nike came, whew,
yeah, it just kind of swarmed them then, man.
Yeah, man. Nike.
I do have one question. Like
Rice Gold, what's good?
When you was coming over here back in the day, what was probably the craziest shoe that you took back over there with you to the UK, where you just had everybody like, man, where did you get those? Or, you know, just had them going crazy.
It was do you remember the Air Max, the Charles Barkley's? But they had Charles Barkley, the boot, the Air Max, was it Air Max 2 or the Air Max Charles Barkley's? And they had like, it was kind of like a high, but it was like a green and white colorway. There was like a green and white colorway based on the Air Max 2s. I have to get yeah, and then yeah, those were crazy. That when that came, and I had those, and I had the cross trainers of those, which is the kind of lows. You know, that was 90. Oh God, I think that was 94, 95. I think about Air Max.
Yeah, that's what Rice Goat was saying. The CB94.
CB94.
Yeah.
Okay, then. That's a hard shoe to actually get on feet too. That's why I don't have them.
Yeah. What those Lakers?
Yeah, man. Them damn bungee.
So what brought you over here to the States? Did you have family over here, or
in New York, around Flatbush? My aunt used to stay there. But to be honest, I mean, I don't know if you guys know London, and there's the place called Tottenham. So when you hear of riots, when you hear like there's riots in the UK, it starts two places in the UK. It starts in either Tottenham or Brixton, And in Tottenham, we used to have rioting, like in the early 80s. There was a crazy riot where unfortunately, they decapitated a police officer, so it got crazy. And then, and then in the 90s, and then so
that's crazy.
I mean, oh no, it was crazy. The rioting is crazy out here. So my mom would say, for the whole summer, because summer holidays, unfortunately, God bless my friends get murdered. I know I don't want to say it like that, but it was a bit crazy out here. So I'll have to, every summer holidays I'll have to fly out, just to kind of stay out of trouble, because people would get, it was a bit crazy. So that's kind of what brought me to the States a lot, but it was crazy in Flatbush too, so
yeah, I was gonna say you was right there,
you didn't make it no better.
But being a tourist, having a English accent helps. It helps in New York a lot, man. So
that's what I was gonna say. How did they receive you in New York? You know what I mean? Coming and visiting. Did you have like homies that you kicked it with every summer?
Yeah,
my
cousins and stuff. They knew the local people, man, and it was okay having a UK accent and stuff. But because I was a tourist, I'll go to like King's. I'll be going to like King's Plaza and all those places, so I wouldn't really. I'll be out every day with my sister going to do tourist stuff. So, we never used to get into anything. So,
are you originally from the UK?
No, well, yeah. So my parents are born in the UK, but my parents are from Ghana, West Africa.
Okay.
So that's where I'm originally from.
Okay.
So,
cool. You got something else, Hop?
No, that was it for right now.
Okay. So let's go on to um your favorite, I guess your all-time grail sneaker.
Oh man.
We're gonna lead into that
Oh,
one
that's
real
a
quick.
hard one. Do you know, I was supposed to bring my training room is crazy. I was supposed to bring out, but all my boxes fell. I was supposed to bring some stuff out, but um, so my all time favorite sneaker is the Jordan 4 Breads. You know, that's my all time
I ain't mad at that.
favorite
I ain't mad
sneaker.
at that.
Yeah, the Jordan 4, they're my all time favorites. You know, but now, yeah, I mean that's my all-time favorites. Yeah, I mean there's a story behind that, but that's my all-time favorite shoe. To be fair, so
Okay.
yeah, that's the first shoe that really kind of made its impact in the UK. You know, back in '89, it was my mom's birthday, and every year in the UK you have like, and I'm sure it happens in the States, but back those times you get one shoe for the year, one sneaker for the year, and one shoe for the year. So my
Yep.
mom's birthday, and my mom's birthday's in August, so it was summertime, and she was like, "Yo, you can pick another trainer to have for my birthday because she's treating us." So I picked the Air Trainer threes, you know, the one with the
With the strap.
and yeah, and then my cousin. So I was at the party, and everyone was going crazy, like, "These are the shoes, these are the amazing trainer sneakers, blah blah." Then my cousin walks in, and he has Jordan 4s. And he literally shut me down, like, you know, because he hadn't seen anything like that. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
low key, that was the
he
first
shut me.
sneaker battle right there, wasn't it?
Yeah. He shut me down. And it broke my heart because it's my mom's birthday, and I'm running up to my mom. I'm like, "Oh, what? Did I get the Jordan?" She's like, "No, you got get a shoe for the year." So those things used to, shut me down, man. Because I was getting all the juice. I was getting like, I felt like Tupac. I was crazy, and then he came through, and then he shut me down with his Jordan 4.
You
So
shut it down.
that kind of made it my best shoe, you know. So
Like when the Jordans came out, and the especially when Tinker kind of like elevated the brand, it was like that was like
yeah.
the dope boys sneaker of choice at that time. You talking about
Mhm.
a span from like what
Yeah,
88 to like 90, 91.
Yep.
That
indeed.
was the
And I
dope
mean,
boys and the rappers sneaker of choice right there.
yeah. And that's the thing about the UK is like because we started wearing trainers young, like a lot of times we will have what the dope boys were wearing. Like I would have, like I was literally like 12, 13. I'll have $150 pair of trainers or sneakers, and it was just, people look at me like questioning. They're not sure. They're like, how is he wearing? But it used to be that though. It used to be like that
Right.
over here. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
did your mom your mom pretty much got you into the sneaker, scene, I guess, right?
She did. She did
Okay.
more because the trainers, the quality of the shoes is what she liked. And that being tennis shoes, they had to be durable, etc. So I would go to the stores with my sister and say, if I'll be like, oh, if I like the shoe, maybe not knowing if it's a shoe, I'll be like, I'll just tell my mom, Boris Becker wears these, and she would just be like, oh, really? So she would just buy it. Yeah, really.
Man, you can't be
She
tricking
knew,
mama like that, man.
yeah, yeah. If it's a tennis shoe, she just knew a good quality and it would last a long time. I'll just go in there, not in, and we must be like, yeah, we're gonna say this is the shoe that Boris Becker wore, and or McEnroe or whoever, and then she'll get it for us. So that kind of was the
So she was like a tennis fan then, huh?
massive tennis fan. She still is. She still is. She still is.
Cool.
So yeah.
So
Yeah,
how
cool.
did the LS, I almost did it again. I almost did it again. How did that come about?
So yeah, and that's
Hold on. For those of them that don't know, just explain that kind of like the backstory
Yeah.
And some people might not know who LS is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
So
just talk about that real quick and how that came about.
Yeah, because LS, what people may call, in the US, some people say Alessi or Elise and
Elise,
stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, Elise or something. So, but LS is Leonardo Servadio. That's his surname. That's his, that's the creator of LS. LS, that's his initials. And then what he done, like Eminem kind of drew it out. So he kind of made his initials kind of a longer word. And that's how LS came about, word to Cali Vegas. So he's the
I was about to give him a shout out. Yeah, Cali Vegas, the sneaker
Cali
professor.
Vegas.
That's the brother right there.
We miss you, bro. For real,
Yes,
we
sir.
miss you,
yes,
bro.
sir.
Yeah, no, he just come back to social media. I'm gonna hit him up, man. We need him back, man. But so yeah, that's how that's the name of the shoe. But the collaboration came around. I've got the shoes here actually. I'm gonna show you guys because I've done an actual a kind of design change, to be fair, on the shoe. So I think you guys will be the first to kind of see it. So this is the original pair of the
Exclusive?
shoe. Yeah. So you're gonna see the design change. So this is the original pair. So this shoe,
Man, that's crazy right there, bro.
Yeah. Thank you guys. So this shoe is basically when Boris Becker won the Wimbledon championship in '85. Whoever's watching, Google this. Wimbledon championship in '85. Boris Becker's wearing a light blue and dark blue jacket, and that jacket is an LS jacket.
Right.
What people don't know is he was one of the early tennis players to have like a dual deal, meaning he had a deal for his clothing and then another deal for his sneakers. So his sneakers, he was wearing Puma at the time, and his clothing was LS. So when he won the championship, one of the youngest players who won the championship, etc., he had the actual Wimbledon title, held it over his head, and he was wearing this blue, light blue and dark blue jacket. So I literally made 1 foot dark blue and 1 foot light blue to symbolize the jacket. And then because he won in '85, and between '85 and '95 is where my mum would kind of buy me the trainers that I like. So the actual title of the shoe is called Decade, the Decade. So I put 95 on the shoe. But what I've done is this is the sample pair that just got sent to me last about a week and a bit ago. So I got the sample pair here. You can see the sample on there.
Well, sample tag.
Yeah, so this is the sample pack tag. I've changed it to 1985 on the back. So the new pair has 85 to symbolize. So I don't know if oh god, sorry. Let me which way am I to say? Yeah,
go the opposite way.
Yeah, you just go the opposite way you want to go.
The opposite way, sir.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
85. That's the 95, and then that's the 85. So the new pair will have the 85 on it. So it will look like that.
Okay, so one will have 85. I mean, the left will have 85. The right will have 95 on it.
Yeah. So what happened was the collaboration. Are they doing a full? Yes, they're doing a full size run. They will do a full size run for the fresh. So what happened when I designed these? So the company they're called Gun Ho. They're like the PR company, and they flew over Cali Vegas. They flew over Woody from Sneaker Freaker magazine. They flew over all these people from all over the world. And they were like, yo, we're releasing the tanker. The model's called a tanker. We're going to re-release it. And we want to, really kind of get your thoughts on design. You guys can design a pair and we'll give maybe 5 to 10 pairs to you and your friends and family. So like for me, I was in this place, they hired at a hotel and everything, and they were doing like, kind of you know, giving us, you know, champagne and all that. And everyone was thank you so much. Thank you so much. And everyone was kind of, you know, drinking and, you know, and having a good time. And I was, you know, being the only black guy there, you know, I was literally sitting down and be like, are they really going to let me design my own shoe? So I took the design process very seriously, you
Yeah,
know?
right.
Yeah. Like I took it very seriously. Everyone was sort of kind of playing around and having fun. And I was like, no, how can I connect this to my mom? You know, so there's actually a video online that kind of shows my mom wearing them and the whole, I done a little film to kind of explain the design process. And so I'm designing it now. And then after I design it, you know, go everything cool, boom, boom. So this was like nearly 2 years. This was like 1999, you know, so 2019, I think, or 2000, yeah, 2019 in May. Then it wasn't until 2020 in kind of February that they said, "Yo, we're gonna get the shoes out to you." So I actually did. I didn't know. I said to them, "Are you guys gonna do like a position or do something, you know, or do some sort of you know kind of uh like launch for it?" And they're like, "No, you guys can just have the shoe. You know, when you just have the shoe, you guys can just uh you know, we can give it to your friends and family, like below the radar." So I was like, no, I'm gonna do my own launch. So I picked up the shoes. I literally took a picture of the tag of the shoe. You know, if I could find it, it had like let's see. Yeah, because you won't be able to see the tag, but it has my name in the tag.
Mhm.
Yeah, it has my name in the tag. I don't know if you guys can see it. So it has my name, Franklin Boateng, in the tag. And I literally put the tag up on my Instagram. So when I put the tag up on my Instagram, like I had like people going crazy. Like I had like 600 comments, like people going crazy from all over the place. And like even like Callie was like, "Yo, like what's going on here?" Like it was the most interaction LS has ever had across anything they've done, you know. So you know, like so what happened is that night they're getting tagged in with all these different things. The PR company's going crazy, you know, and they're like, "What's going on?" Like he only put like what I've done, you know, built a little community and a family, and people really like what I do, so they were happy for me. So when that happened, it was crazy. Like they were like they were like, "Yo, we need to have a meet." And Cali Vegas calls one of the managers from LS, and he's like, "Yo, see what's going on? Like, do you see what's happening here? Like, this guy is just put up a tag, and he's got more interaction than anything you've ever done." And then, like the next 2 days, they hollered at me and they said, "Yo, Franklin, we're gonna give you your own full collaboration because that was never on the table. You know, it was only a few pairs for friends and family." So when they announced that, I had already planned because like the play for me was get the shoes, shoot a small film, and then a week after I shoot a small film, I was gonna do a screening of the film and a review of my shoes. So in between that time when I posted the tag, I had already kind of shot the video, and I paid for my own launch party for the shoe, so I paid everything myself. The PR company, they couldn't believe it. Like, so when I done my launch, I had like it was a small launch, so I had like about 200 people, and that's quite small in the UK for like a launch. So I had 200 people there. They came down. They were like, "Oh my god, we're gonna give you your own shoe. You do it all by yourself," and then kind of the rest is history. So that happened in February. Then February, the next month, guess what happens? COVID, the world
shuts down.
you know, and then the world shuts down and it gets crazy. And it was you know, it was a bad time. So the project gets pushed, you know, because it was a tennis shoe. So I wanted it to come out like literally at least that summer or even this summer. But then COVID happened, and then you know, it was crazy.
Yeah, to go off what you were saying, because you know we had Callie on I think it was his first time on. He actually showed the masses, you know, his portion to the shoe.
Yeah,
and
indeed.
you know, we was like, you know, he said, you know, just kind of be ready for the launch. You know, like you said, COVID just came around and just kind of like shut everything down because
yeah, his shoe and then my shoe was like, you know, both our shoes were supposed to come out, and it just came and just kicked everything. So the point that
I was gonna say, I just look at it like when I saw, because the name of y'all team was the Design Council, right?
Design Council, yeah, correct.
So when I go and look at all the shoes that, you know, was designed by these different people, I felt like, in my opinion, yours and Cali Vegas stood like, you know, top tier, because like with me and Hop, we look at quality, and y'all had the best quality, especially, I mean, the suede, the colors you picked, you had a dope story with it.
Thank you.
And you know, like I said, on this side, we look at quality, and it was like hands down two best in our opinions for that whole Design Council.
No, we
got a question real quick, and we got a question, and we was gonna get to that, OG. He's asking when will the shoe release?
Cool. So so it's gonna release. Hoping we're gonna try to get it before Christmas, but so many happen. But don't worry, you guys whoever's watching will get like a link. Make sure they reserve you guys some pairs, and we can get a link out to you lot. As soon as I get some more information, I'm praying for Christmas. That's what it's just been too long since the preview. Like, I just want to get them out, but
right.
Because when COVID happened, where it hit was kind of one of their factories, that part of Paris, so it wiped them out. So they had to even move the shoes and the sample. Like when I look, when you look, this is the sample pair. This is the new sample, and look how bad the quality looks compared to this, So I said, I don't want this. I told them, I rejected the sample. I said, this sample, the quality of the shoe, see the difference? The quality of the suede.
Yeah, I could definitely see the difference in the. You can see the difference in the color.
In the color itself, yeah.
Exactly. So I was like, I told them, I said, nah, this quality is just not right. It's just not. It's not right. So I rejected the sample. I said they need to get the suede to the same quality, or else it just happened, because I care about this,
right.
I don't, of course, it's not about money, it's not about anything like that to me. It's about making sure that when someone feels the suede of because when you feel suede of the original, like the original, and you see it, you're like, oh yeah, this is proper. That's all I care about. I want people to really understand and appreciate it, or else there's no point putting out.
This is pretty much what you want them to say.
This is beautiful. What is that, velvet?
That's it.
No, but that's definitely, the colors pop on that shoe. And so what made you go back to the drawing board and switch the years on it?
Yeah, well, I mean, on both of these pairs, they have 1995 on both sides, but the shoe's actually called the decade. So when you actually kind of hear the story, it's about between 85 and 95 was the most, for me, the sneaker years, like the real most important sneaker years for me.
Yeah.
So I got 2 decades, and a lot of people, when you kind of say those dates to them in the UK, if you're born in the 80s and you get, those between 85 and 95, for me, some of the best shoes came out.
Oh,
you
that's
know,
a
maybe
fact.
towards the late, yeah, you know. So that is such a kind of significant 10 years. So I said I had to kind of switch it up to make sure that I let people know that the you know that is actually there's more in it. So that's kind of why I put the 85, just so that people know that those 10 years were, you know, were very important for a lot of sneakerheads, a lot of sneakerheads, like, you
Hmm.
know, yeah, for a lot of us. So that's kind of what I did.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So what was their response when you said something about the quality of the suede
I
and the
thought they,
difference?
yeah, they know I don't play with when it comes to the quality. So they were like, yo, we're gonna speak to that. They could see it. They could see it, like, you know,
Yeah.
because they changed the factory, and by changing the factory, they had to get all the new cuts and all that. That's why it took longer. But they can see that, yeah, I can't put nothing out that's, you know, I take, like, you just got to take your time and do it properly. So that's what I
Mhm.
said. Like, they got to get the suede way better than that. Like, you know, so yeah, they were cool. They were okay. It's just for me,
Quality over
just
quantity.
yeah,
Facts.
yeah, yeah,
Facts.
yeah, yeah,
Facts.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
is it going to be like a so many pairs release, or is it going to be
It'll
like a
be a
limited
limited
release?
release. I'm not exactly sure the exact amount, but I know that I'm having around 200 friends and family, or 150 friends and family, around that. But I've got a you know, so I think it'll be about 500 pairs or something like that. But we'll see. I'm still trying to work it out with them and see, you
So
know. But we're
this
gonna
is going to be on the LS site,
the
right?
less website, and that's what
Okay.
they said to me. They said, like, the way they gave me the deal, like, it was quite crazy, because they kind of gave me a deal where, like, I can kind of have all the pairs and sell it individually myself, or go to a retailer. You know, they just gave me kind of what I wanted to do. And
Mhm.
then I said to them, I said, like, have you guys ever collaborated with a black man before? Yeah. I don't care. I don't care. I said that. And they thought about it. They were like, we actually haven't, like, you know. So myself and Cali, we're the first people they probably collaborated with, like, and, you know, when my shoe comes out, it'll be the first person as a black man to collaborate with them. So I said, I want my face and name on your website.
Oh, okay.
I want,
Mm.
so, because it's more significant. Like, I don't care about the money. Just put my face and name on your website, and then that's for me. Because, you know, and it's not, you know, I'm not even trying to bring the whole race thing into it, but I'm trying to show my son and you know, sons like that this is possible, and it's
Yeah.
historic to have,
Yeah.
you know, an African name on an Italian shoe company's website. So that's what I said. I said, let's put a few on the site with my face and name on the left side. You know, that's what's gonna have to happen. So
So
that's
are you going to have apparel with this too, or just the sneakers?
that's what we're working on at the moment. The jacket that came out in 85, they retroed it around, I think, 2012 or so. They retroed the jacket that
Hmm.
Boris was wearing. I said, let's re-retro it. Let's get it out again. You know, let's re-retro it. I've got the jacket somewhere myself, so let's retro it again to come with the shoes. I've also got a special collaboration with a lady called Africa Chica. She's made like a jacket to go with these shoes as well.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I'm trying to bring out a lot of different items to go with the actual shoes themselves. So, you know, yeah.
So out of the design council, has anybody else had any steam like you had as far as
Not
social
that I
media?
know of. Nah, not that I know of. No, just
Okay.
myself. It was just really myself and Cali that had the real, you know. I mean, other guys they did it, but they didn't really. You know, I think, you know, some. I always say it's opportunity. You know, I always say that you got to put your hands around the opportunity and grasp it with two hands.
Right.
You know, yeah. I think that's kind of what I always say. Like, you got to really grab it with two hands. And I don't think personally maybe people understood the opportunity that they could have had from this, because for me, this is just a stepping stone. This is like, you know, okay, like I've done this now. How can I bring it to the masses? You know,
Right.
Every sneakerhead's dream is to have a collaboration with a shoe brand.
Right.
You know, if you're a
True.
sneakerhead and if you're a sneakerhead and you say, "Oh no, I don't care. I don't want to have a collaboration," then you're like, if you know, you know, you want to design your own shoe. Like whether people want to admit it or not, you definitely would love the opportunity to design your own shoe and have other
Oh,
people
yeah.
wearing your own shoes. So
Yeah, something that you created. Yeah.
that's what's up. And you know, I'm really about this life, and I know there's some people that may not love it as much as us. So when they're kind of approaching like a design, they're not thinking about it with their heart. Like this design, like, you know, if you've seen the actual video of my mom, like my mom tells the story. Like this is it's connected. Like some people they may not have understood, like when they were designing, understood the real, you know, kind of history and what you have to do to really bring it to light. So it's a lot of passion for me, and maybe I can show other young men that you can do this. You can have a passion and really kind of achieve something like this, you know. So hopefully, if it comes out, you know, for me, it's not about the money. It's not about selling out in 1 minute. It's about real people like yourselves, people on this live, appreciating the shoe. Like, you know, I'm not trying to do no. Hopefully, everyone can get a pair, but it's about the people for me. You know,
Right.
That's kind of where it's at.
Okay.
You know,
Isn't it type of like special packaging, or it's just like a regular?
yeah. There would definitely be special packaging. I mean, the actual package that it came in was this. This was the actual design council package that it came in. You know, with the embossed and stuff. So I'm gonna try to get like this, and then the actual inside came the color of the shoe. You know, and then it had another box, which is that one, but it came the color of the shoe, and it came with like a pattern of like in the shoe box itself.
Oh, okay.
That's dope.
Yeah. So I'm trying to, and you can see all the logos of every other person's.
Right.
You can see Kish Cash and Girl on Kicks and Sneaker Queen, and you know, and they all done great shoes. You know, they all done great shoes. And you can see Cali's logo, but yeah, you know, this is what it came in. So I'm trying to see if I can get something like that again. You know, but it costs money, man.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
But what I'm trying to tell Les is that like next year is the So this shoe came out in '83.
Mm-hmm.
So 82, you know, from 82, 83 is the 40th anniversary of this shoe. So let me launch that campaign, and I'm trying to show them that like they don't even know like that how important it is to launch the campaign like that. You know, so hopefully they can put some money behind it and really, you know, I want to come over to do a launch in the States if I can.
Right.
That's kind of where, you know, where
that's
I'm
something
trying
they
to
should do though, man. You know, especially for their flagship shoe. You know.
Yeah, that's what's up.
For their flagship shoe, you know that you know they should do something like that. Make it big to where everybody in the world can kind of like, you know what I'm saying, pick up on it.
That's what's up. I'm hoping because they need that kind of lift off again, you know, because they're cool. They got the tracksuits, they're doing their thing, but they need that real. Okay, we're gonna go now, like, because every week Nike's hitting, like, you know, all these other brands are slapping, like they're going crazy. So
I know,
yeah, they're going crazy, you know. So especially Nike.
You got some of these other brands that's starting to resurge, you know, and do a lot of collabs and bring you dope qualities and stuff like that. So, you know, what's the difference with LS doing the same thing?
You know, I got one here actually, another UK
Mizuno.
brand. Yeah, Mizuno. Mizuno's, I think they're they're like Italian as well, or I think, and they've done a collaboration with another UK guy, and these are the Sky medals. These are the Sky medals, and the brand. This is from the UK guy, and this is a guy called Carefree. You know, another young guy, black guy here in the UK. He
I
done
love
this.
that logo.
Yeah, Carefree. You know, he done this. This is his own collaboration. This is crazy. Like when I, you know, like, and this is, you know, the quality on this is, you know, you can smell the quality. Like, you can smell the quality on this. It's crazy. Like,
Ain't nothing like smelling a new shoe. Ain't nothing like smelling a new shoe.
Hey, you know what that remind me of? When Day was smelling the air. It smells good. It tastes good too. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like you were saying, like the brands, they're coming, man. Like this is a dope shoe. Unfortunately, this came out during lockdown, so it didn't really get the full, you know, event portion, whatever. But it's, you know, they're really the new brands of this. There's so many hot brands out there doing some stuff, and you know,
I like the way that that logo is almost like a color shift.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's what I noticed too.
Yeah.
And see, I think over here, as far as Mizuno, they're more of a soccer brand over here as opposed to a running brand.
Oh, cleat. More cleats.
Yeah, it's more of a cleat than anything. Yeah, instead of runners. But they have dope runners, man. Like they got the one with 24 Calates. Man.
Yeah, the Wave Riders. Yeah, the Wave Riders. Yeah, they got
a lot of shit, bro. But
they got a lot of stuff.
We go back into saying like a lot of these brands that's like overseas, they don't get to shine like they should over in the States because everything is majority Adidas, Nike over here. But you have more of the purists that know about those brands, you know, that's from overseas that does a lot of the collaborations because, you know, we're in a day and of age of collaborations right now where if you don't have a collaboration, the sneaker's not going to sell. That's basically, you know, what it is. So
crazy. Yeah.
And if you got a collaboration with a certain sneaker brand, it better have a dope story and it's got to have dope quality. You know, that's basically what it is. So we commend you, and you know, we right behind you. Just like we was telling Cali Vegas about his, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You keep us in tune with it. Hey, we there.
Trust and believe. I appreciate it. No, I appreciate it.
We there.
To try to make sure. Do you guys go over to Complex Con by any chance? Because I was trying to go out there in November, but I don't think they'll be ready in time. But,
you said Complex Con?
Yeah, do you go out? You guys go out to that? You don't really go out to that? You don't really you don't mess with that?
Nah.
Okay. Cool.
We hear so many horror stories about it, man. You know, people riding in the lines, and you know, it's.
Oh no, it's okay. I mean, it's not as bad because I get press, you know, so I can go around stuff. So
okay, yeah, you're good.
No, but you guys, because you guys are a podcast, you guys should get press and all that. Like you get VIP treatment out there, man.
Man, we ain't nobody.
We ain't nobody, man.
Come on, man.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Yes, sir.
If you guys want to, I'll hook you up with just tell them, look, this is what we do, and you hook you up with some press VIP shits, man. Like for real, like it's you know, I'm trying to come out there in November, depending on COVID.
Bro. Yeah.
Where is it going to be at this year?
It's probably
in LA. Long Beach. Yeah.
Because it was in Chicago the last time it came around.
Yeah. I came over to Chicago. I was out in Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah, I came to Chicago. Yeah, as well. So, you know, and it was the Chicago one was crazy. So I think you see, like when we see the people running through I don't know if you ever saw the video of the people running through the Chicago. Well, I don't know what the place was called again. It was the actual convention center. And people were running, and there's a video that was viral, like of people running through the center, and that was my video. And I put it and you know, it was crazy because I was filming them, people running, and you know who took the video? You know Koji from Atmos. the founder of Atmos, Koji, the
Mhm.
guy who wrote Atmos. So I know him. He was like, "Yo, send me that video," and I sent him the video, and then he posted on his Instagram, and he said, "Look, they're running for Atmos," and then the video kind of just spread and went crazy.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
We had OG Sneakers in the chat. He wanted to know a little bit more about that collaboration with African Chica.
Yeah, so the African Chica, yeah. So that's gonna be based. So it's based on the shoe again. We kind of put some fabrics together that kind of complement, the light blue and dark blue effect. And don't worry, OG, we got you, man. Like we're gonna do a jacket for the shoe. I can't really bring it out yet, trying to get, because she's actually in Ghana sourcing like some fabrics as well right now for the shoe. But yeah, we're gonna get it together like as soon as we get it together. For me, I'm just so eager because like it's just been too long, man. So
too long. Yeah, I was gonna say you ready.
Yeah, I just want to get it out, to be fair.
So has it been what, about 2-3 years?
It's been so it's about 2 years. So like I revealed the shoe February 2020. I designed the shoe May 2019.
Right.
So it's been about 2 years since I designed it, and nearly 2 years since it revealed. But hopefully these guys from LS know what they're doing. If they don't, I know how to get the shoe out. But
going back to when you say you posted that tag, did they get mad when you posted that tag?
No,
like, how did they react? They weren't expecting you to post it though, right?
Yeah. They weren't expecting me to post it, but I just posted the tag. They didn't get mad. But they said that because they weren't looking to promote it. They didn't really. They were just like, yo, like, it's something for you guys.
Right.
Yeah, you do what you want.
So this originally wasn't really supposed to even come out.
No.
Gotcha.
Not like a wide release, anything.
Yeah, and it was because I have to thank Cali as well, but it's because of the love that because I show a lot of love on my page, and just people were just happy, like, yo, I'm from the UK, I've worked hard, and one of my friends, another guy in the sneaker scene, he said when he saw me, he said Franklin, you've clocked the game. Like when you play a video game, he said you clocked it, because that's the ultimate thing. That's the thing that everyone will love to do. And it was just the love, like, so when they saw that, I remember like they said that the office had to hire someone until I think it was like 2 a.m. in the morning to look through every single comment. Because sometimes a lot of these people, they think, oh, it's fake and all that sort of shit. And sorry, and
you're good, bro.
Yeah, they were looking through every single comment to be like, are these real people? And like, what's going on here? Like, do they really love this guy? And it was real people. They were like, yo. And then Cali was like, don't you see what's going on? You know how Cali goes. He was barking on them like crazy. He was like, yo, if you guys don't do this, so he was barking.
Yeah,
crazy,
I think Cali kind of let him have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From what? Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about it, but yeah, I think Cali he was kind of letting them have it. You know what I mean? I really wish I like that shoe Cali did, man. The green on it. You know what I mean? Yeah, both of y'all got some dope.
Yeah, I've been asking what's going on, because they need to bring that shoe out, the Cali shoe. I was like, yo, but he let them have it, man. He don't mince his words. He don't play no games. He let them have it. But
did you have gold laces on yours that you showed?
Yeah, so I did. So the gold laces. Yeah, so basically, this is still the sample pair. So they, it's actually going to come with 3 sets of laces. So it's going to come with the dark blue, the light blue, and then the gold laces. And the gold is to symbolize the actual picture of when he's holding the trophy.
Right.
So we'll come with 3 sets of laces. The friends and family pack will come with a little bit more. I can't really say what's in the friends and family pack, but it's gonna come with a lot more stuff. So,
That's dope. That is dope.
Yeah.
That is dope.
Yeah.
You got any more questions about the collab or anything, Black? I'm gonna switch gears real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, switch gears, man.
We finna go. You know, if you follow King of Trainers, I remember back in the day, and I asked you about this earlier. We used to have people come in and do like play their music. You know, their favorite. What? Tell me what that was about, real quick.
Yeah, so I mean that was you know, a lockdown thing because you know over here we couldn't move, man. Like they locked us down.
It was pretty bad over there, wasn't it?
Oh, it was bad. Oh, the whole COVID thing, it was bad. Like we couldn't. If you were seen outside your house more than once a day, you can get arrested.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. They're giving people fines. You couldn't use you could only travel to buy food. And then when you go to buy food, there was like riots at the stores. Like it was crazy. Like, so I would go so early in the morning. Like literally, I'll go like 4 a.m. in the morning to buy the food and get the hell out of there. Because if you go past 6 a.m., you wouldn't get in the store for the whole day. You'll be queuing outside. So we were all inside, and it was really. I mean, you know, you can kind of get away with it and stuff, but it was really kind of like martial law, regimented. Like, so we're thinking of things to do, and then me and my friend Chris were on the feet. We set up something. We would do like a sound clash, you know, where we play music, and you know, and everyone plays their set, and then we go back and forth and things like that. And it became something, Synced Sound Clash. And then, so we're doing that kind of throughout lockdown. We're doing like every Friday throughout lockdown. People were jumping on, playing their own music. And it was fun. It was really fun. And then we kind of pitched the idea to Puma. And they were like, yo, we're going to get behind it. And we're going to do something and things like that. So we're kind of working with Puma to kind of get a bigger stage. And make something happen, you know. So yes, it was fun. It was fun, but it was just enjoyment, you know, like the versus battle, something to do at home, you know, when the world was locked down.
So what is the main genre of music over there that you guys listen to? Because I heard a lot of reggae. It seemed like a lot of reggae music is what I was hearing. A lot of people was playing.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, because of our ages, like our age group is a lot of reggae, a lot of dancehall. You know, in the 80s and 90s, that was very big in the UK, very, very big. Like, you know, that was so. But now, it's a mixture. Like you have your drill. I don't know if you guys heard drill music or you know what drill music is. You know that
I don't.
We old, bro. You know.
Yeah,
I know. I've seen like the they call it house music now.
Yeah, house. That's
see, a lot.
It's like so. Your house music is like a different, like a kind of bubbling music. But drill music.
No, what I was gonna say is like the house music that I knew back in the day was just like. You know what I mean? But now they've kind of like evolved and added more of a hip hop feel to the house music. So break us down what drill music is. Beard Jedi, he knows what it is. He said drill music raw.
Drill music is I think originates from Chicago, the streets of Chicago, and it's like one tap beat. So it's like it's very kind of like things like. They don't really have like a full kind of flow, so it's like few words and then cut, few words and then cut, so they don't go through 16 bars. So that's really big in the UK at the moment. Unfortunately, the type of music it is kind of associated with violence and things a lot. But that's the music that's hitting the streets. But in the UK, it's like US hip hop still for me. I grew up on US hip hop. US hip hop still for me, the daddy of of music and R&B and soul, but I grew up in US hip hop, so that's
real quick. What's your favorite hip hop artist? Real quick.
I was gonna say that too.
Biggie. But Biggie. My first vinyl I bought was LL Cool J, Go Cut Create a Go. That was my first single that I bought on vinyl. Go Cut Create a Go, and the B-side was I Need Love. People don't know that. Like, that was actually the B-side. Go Cut Create a Go was the single, but that didn't really hit. And then the B-side was LL Cool J, I Need Love, and then that's what really hit. And that's how he, yeah. But that's kind of. But Biggie for me came at a time where he was just. Whew.
Okay, so top 5. Since you already said your number 1, go ahead and do a top 5 real quick.
Okay, so oh man, that's a hard one. Biggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, Nas. But it depends. There's different eras. So
True.
I would say Biggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, Nas. And then I would say LL because he's like kind of one of the first guys I was really rocking with, But yeah, those 5,
I got you. I got you.
Gotcha.
How about you?
Like I said,
he put us on the clock, man. He put us on the clock.
Top 5 for me.
Yeah,
man, it's kind of changed lately, but for me, 3 Stacks is the GOAT for me. Andre 3000.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Three Stacks. I'm a Nas fan also. He's in my top 5. I think somebody that a lot of people overlook is Black Thought from the Roots. He's in my top 5.
Crazy.
I'm from the South. Scarface is one of my favorites also. But like you said, it changes so much. And let me see one more that I really I don't necessarily say J. Cole. He's I kind of got on him late. I'll be honest with you. I kind of got on him late.
Yeah.
But to round out my top 5, let me see. I said 3 Stacks, Scarface. I will have to probably put a group in there. Like I said, I'm from the South, so 8Ball and MJG, they would have to be kind of grouped together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's very, I feel like underrated, slipped on group from back in the day.
Got you. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I'm with that.
We just some country boys, man. You know what I'm saying? We grew up on that. For real.
And yourself?
For me, number 1 for me is Rakim the God. That's like my all-time favorite MC. Daddy Kane, that's another one. You can do 3A and 3B for Outkast because I once I kind of got, all of us grew up on New York and West Coast hip hop, but once the South came about and Outkast came out, it was like I got some people that actually I can relate to what they saying, and they sound like me. You know what I'm saying? So it was like man. So those 2 right there, they could be 3A, 3B. I gotta go with Tupac. Tupac was more for me. He was more of a revolutionary as far as like you know what I'm saying. Yeah. A lot of people say his lyrical content is not there, but he was different. He was very for that time. For that time, he did a lot of work.
And his age, like people don't remember. Yeah, 24,
25.
Like they both died at 25, right? Both of them died. Biggie
died at 24, I believe.
Yeah, and when you think what the music Pac was making, that's why I always say that you can't really compare the 2 because Pac was like he was like a Malcolm X of like he was just too for that age and what he was saying. Right. It was gone, like So sometimes I don't really put him as a rapper, like because some people they'll diss his skill and they'll say. And I said, nah, you got to listen to what Pac was saying. Like for me, like when I heard Heaven's Got a Ghetto, like that was just like do you know what I mean? Here on Earth. Sorry, that's what I said.
But see, you got to think too. All the stuff that he was going through in the media overshadowed. His musical gift. I'm not saying it overshadowed it a lot, but once when people think of Tupac, it was like, oh, what he done did now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What kind of trouble he done got into or something like that.
Yeah. They didn't listen to him. They didn't really listen to what he was saying.
Right.
You know. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
to round out my 5, I would say, God rest him. I would say Fife Dog. Very underrated lyricist.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? One of the top 5, top 3 hip hop groups of all time. Because mine change. I guess it's sometimes how I
it switches
feel.
up.
But
Yeah.
it switches up, man. So, but 1, 2 is Big Daddy and Rakim.
Okay. Do you guys have like a new school list? Do you guys listen to any new guys?
For me, I don't. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I
Yeah.
really don't. I'm old school till I die, man. That's just me.
See, for me, and it's probably because I'm hard headed, but I'm more of a lyricist type of person. And so for me, I have listened to J. Cole. I've even went back and, like I said, I kind of got on J. Cole a little bit late. Kendrick also, I listened to Kendrick. Kendrick's pretty dope too. But me, I guess I'm just stuck in my ways where I'm just like, I listen to like a lot of old school, like I was listening to Slick Rick, what I'm saying, a few days ago, because when the job I do, I'm able to listen to different things. Sometimes I just put on some music and then just ride. But then and it's no disrespect to the new school. Maybe if I get put on some stuff or turned on to some stuff, it's just I don't want to be this sound like the grumpy old man, but
it's okay.
I stick to what I listen to. You know what I mean?
But you is a grumpy old man.
I mean, you can say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I know I'm one. I ain't even gonna lie.
You don't
Beard,
Drake,
he did say Black Thought Beard. Hop did say Black Thought.
Beard must have stepped out the building for a minute, but yeah, Black Thought was in my top 5. Beard. House Flair said Ice-T is my number 1. Colors. So I was gonna ask you about UK rappers. Who do you listen to from the UK? Because I remember Dizzy Rascal. Is he still doing his thing?
He's still doing his thing. Yeah, because Dizzy came over. He done a lot of stuff with Bun B, in Houston. Dizzy's still there. Dizzy's still there. That's like I actually know him. He's a cool, really cool guy. The UK, they're doing well. Like UK rap and the money's in it now. But like one of my friends, he's a guy called Wretch32. He's like one of the best. He's probably the best in terms of lyricists. You guys like lyrics, so definitely have
lyrics and storytelling. That's why I said I was listening to that Slick Rick album the other day. That's probably one of the best storytelling albums ever made.
By far, and he's from the UK as well. Just
right, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
But no, so yeah, I mean, when you get a chance, definitely look up one of my guys, Wretch32. Wretch32, he's actually my friend and business partner as well. So he's incredible. Like, so but there's so many, Wretch32, you got Stormzy, who's really big in the UK now. You got Dave, there's a lot of guys, but the problem is there's not a big audience for us. We're just a small little island. You guys are the big players, so but there's a few of us that does a thing. So
who is the Corrupt FM guy that Chris Neal is talking about? You heard of him?
Oh, Corrupt. The Corrupt FM is it's a more comical thing. They're not serious.
Oh, okay.
They're not serious. But yeah, they're more like kind of like a comical MCs and stuff. But it's not. They're all right. They're more funny. They're okay. They're not serious though.
Okay.
Not serious, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to ask you about the music thing. Like I said, I know you was doing your thing on IG with the playlist and stuff like that. So yeah, I thought that was pretty dope myself. So
thank you.
Yeah, that's
I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I had. What you got anything else, Black? I know it's getting late for my man over there.
Yeah, I know. I got it.
It's okay. I'm good.
I got one more question. So we already talked about your up and coming. We're gonna put the praying hands on that release from LS, the collab with LS. Anything else you got coming along the pipelines from here until that you want to sponge on?
Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, moving away slightly from the sneaker scene, the sneaker world. I just opened a CBD a franchise in London, central London. Myself and the rapper I was telling you about, Wretch 32. We opened one in a place called Shoreditch, East London. A CBD shop. You know, it's called Green Machine. So if anyone comes to London, definitely hit me up. I'll take it to my store. So the CBD world and the, you know, it's starting to kind of really blow up in the UK. I know you guys. It's been big in the US for ages. When I was out in LA, the marijuana was crazy. Like it was
sticking yourself to icky.
Yeah, exactly.
It was crazy.
You want to smoke with your boy Rick James?
So yeah, it's only now the UK is starting to embrace CBD and things like that. So, you know, I invested and we're doing okay. So that's kind of one of the things that's on, you know, that's doing that. I just opened it in April. I just opened that shop in April. You know, we were only allowed to open up after a year and a bit, like just April anyway. So I opened then. So that's the one of the things. And then yeah, I what else is happening?
Right quick before you move on. Is it an online store or is it just a local
it's
store?
A physical store. It's a physical store, and we do have an online website. You know, so it's called Green Machine. But yeah, I mean, it's yeah, we do all the CBD, the rubs, the oils, all of that stuff. But yeah, we're doing pretty okay in the UK, you know, and it's away from sneakers, which kind of helps so that, you know, because in the UK, you know, people, if they know that you, like, say for example, like you have too many different things, like in the sneaker game, sometimes they'd be like, oh, he's doing too much, you know, that there's a bit of hate in the UK, unfortunately. You know, people don't really want to. Yeah, so when I moved to that kind of industry, it's been love, man. People have been showing a lot of love in that space. So, you know.
Now that collab that you was talking about earlier with African Chica, can you are you waiting for the collab with LS to come out before you release anything with them, or can they get something right now?
No. So we're gonna be releasing the collab and the shoe, like as a kind of capsule.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, and then we're gonna hopefully, if the jacket does well, we're gonna have the jacket by itself. But it's mainly for the shoe to kind of increase, you know, the kind of, you know, the vibes of the shoe and stuff. So
Got you. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask, because I know, like I said, OG was asking about it earlier, and you know,
OG, we got you, man.
He's definitely one that supports. So yeah, maybe he can. I was asking if he could get something right now, but yeah, if you're waiting on the collab, that's dope. You know what I'm saying?
We got OG. We got OG. He knows African Chi. We got him. There's no problem.
Right.
Yeah.
All good. Anything else you got coming down the pipeline before we wrap it up?
Oh man, not really. I don't know if you guys. Let me just show you guys something quickly.
Okay.
So these, I just done an advertisement campaign for these. These are the Adidas 4D Fugio. I don't know if you guys mess with these, like these types of shoes.
I've always wanted to try that shoe with the 4D on there.
Yeah, no, these are dope. These are really dope. So I was just in the advertising campaign for this. You know, we done a campaign. Okay. I just finished that. You know, that released. I think last month they released that. So, you know, but this is a very good shoe. So if you guys ever wanna, the 4Ds, try it out. It's very comfortable for training and running and stuff. So just have to plug it. Okay. Yeah.
I heard the 4Ds, like when they first came out, that initial one, it wasn't like the best shoe. I guess, like as far as comfort wise and structure wise.
Yeah, now they've got it. They've got it right.
Okay.
They got it right. Yeah.
And then for the price that they was asking for the first one.
Yeah, it was five. It was like $5. I think in the UK it was like £500. So that
was like 400 here.
Yeah,
I was gonna say they were charging like 300-400.
Yeah.
300 or 400 here. But yeah, I've always wanted to try that 4D.
Yeah,
I always like the way that midsole look.
Yeah. It's
But like I said, in the words of my boy Beard, they wanted an arm and a leg and a piece of butt cheek. So I was like, man, golly.
yeah,
Jackson a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But so yeah, man. But yeah, that's definitely dope, man. And so you said you was on a marketing campaign with them. They had you in a commercial or something?
Yeah, they had me in a commercial for that,
That's
so
what's up,
that's a lot of what I do in the UK now. Before I would do like a lot of posting of releases and stuff, but I've moved away, so I've kind of made it more about myself. I do the unboxings, I do all of that, and they noticed that and they hit me up. That's one of the advertising guys hit me up and they said, we're gonna put you on the campaign for that. So I just done the campaign for that. And
congrats on that, man. That's dope.
Real quick, you don't have a YouTube channel, do you? Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do, but I don't. I'm not active on it as much.
It's mainly you're mainly IG,
Yeah, mainly IG. But now I'm trying to not move away from IG, but do more things in the physical form. Like, so what I done recently, I had a pop up. I'm a brand ambassador of a company called Forcefield. They do the crease preventers. So so what I done a pop up where I gave away like 150 free bags of crease preventers and protectors and with Forcefield. So I'm trying to not move away from IG, but just kind of do more things physical, because I know with social media and everything, it swings around about. So I'm trying to in person do more things and stuff like that. So, but it's mainly IG.
Hey man, Hop, we need to get out there and start locking horns with these brands and stuff, man. Kind of get some sponsors going this way.
But you guys, do you guys get free trainers and stuff, right? And advertising. Do you guys get in it, or do you? So the way it works in the UK, I'll just explain. The way it works in the UK is a lot of people think you have to contact the brands, right? But you don't have to. You can't contact the brands because obviously the brands are too. But you contact the PR company. Yeah. So the PR companies that look after the brands, you hit them up, and you just say, look, this is what I'm doing. Can you send me some shoes to review? Boom, boom. And then they just start doing it. And the first company to hit me up was Diodora. And Diodora just hit me up. And then they said, like, what's my shoe size? I said, I'm a UK 9. Then they sent me over 10 pairs of shoes, and then I started to review on my IG.
Damn.
And then all the other brands started to come. But it's simple. Like,
hey, you say 10 pair of shoes? I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh my God.
Exactly. Exactly.
But now, I mean, I'm so blessed, man. I mean, every week I get about 3 to 5 pairs sent over. So I just unbox them. That's what you see on my channel. I do a lot of unboxings. So yeah, but
Black's been on Diodora a lot lately. He's then grabbed a few pairs of Diodoras lately.
I love that brand, man. I love that brand.
The quality. So they flew me out to their factory in Italy. And one thing that a lot of people don't know is, when they say made in Italy, normally you think you go into like a made in Italy factory, you might see maybe 100 people or 200 people and all that. And it's someone with the big issues. Yeah. No. You guys have made it. You guys have definitely made it. But what you think in your mind when you go to these factories, there's going to be a lot of people. So when I went to the Diodora factory, and when they say made in Italy, right, there's 8 people in the factory. 8 people. Dang. So when your shoes say made in Italy and it's properly made in Italy, it's 8 people. And what they done, the company I don't know if you know a brand called Geox. They make those kind of school shoes, Geox. They're called Geox, Geox, and they make those the shoes that light up for kids.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the father who owns that company bought Diodora in 2010 and gave it to his son. It's all right for some. So it's actually the only family-owned trainer company in the world, like that's fully family owned. So what they done is they went and got all the old machines from the golden era from the 70s and 80s. They went and rebought them back, and then they brought the old staff. They went and found all the people who were still alive and brought them back.
Wow.
When you go to the Diodora factory, there's 8 people doing the shoes. It is insane. Like there's 8 people, and it's like it's crazy. Like the color,
that's where the quality and the great craftsmanship comes from. Because you don't
crazy.
have 1,000 people touching the hand before it gets to the consumer.
8 people. And so when you see the special made ones, but they do have another factory like in I think the Far East that do like a lot of the kind of but when it says made in Italy, when it says made, it's 8 people. Like when I saw that, it blew my mind. I was like, that is just it's crazy,
Wow.
So, yeah,
That is.
Yeah, we gotta step our game up out.
No, you guys seriously, you guys got a media deck. I need to send you. I'll send you guys a media deck. You just because it does. The way some of these PR companies work. It doesn't matter about numbers. It doesn't. It's just the passion and the consistency.
Right.
And they'll start sending you stuff, man. You guys have made it. You guys are not. You guys are there. Don't worry about numbers and all that. It's just consistency. And if you reach out to a few of the PR companies, like if you're in the UK, I can give you a list of all of the ones. But in the US, it could be different. But if you go onto the websites and you look at press and then you look at the regions, you say, look, this is what we do. We do this consistently, blah, blah. They'll start sending you, man. They'll start sending you some kicks,
Oh, yeah. We'll have to talk backstage,
good,
man.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
Lying,
we appreciate the vote of confidence.
Yes, sir. Because
nah, man. Come on, man. You guys are real heads. And I think, because in the UK, you guys would have been hooked up a long time ago. Because that's one thing I like about the UK is they really kind of try to see who's really loves these things and these the shoe games,
right?
And they look after you, man. Even like I think even a couple of the Puma PR companies in the UK, they fly stuff out to Cali all the time, so they probably look after you.
Shout out to Cali,
Vegas. Yeah,
straight up. Straight up.
Man, you put us on game then for real.
Man,
no,
I'll be honest with you, this probably would have been one of the dopest guests.
Informative.
Very informative.
I'm gonna send you a media deck like that. You guys need to have like a 1-pager with your names, your social media, and just a little description of what you guys do, and just send it to all of the PR companies, the stores, and they'll hit you back, man. Because in the beginning, when I started on social media, I was too advanced for what actually happened. So I was saying, look, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to be wearing a crown and a robe, and I'm going to go to all these different events, and I'm going to go all over the world. Everything I told these companies, they didn't believe me. They were like, this kid is like, he's a fool. Like, who does he think he is? Right. Then I literally did exactly that. I outworked everyone in the UK. Everyone. No one was touching me and I paid my own money. So I would be like, okay, I'm going to Europe to this sneaker event. Then we came out to New York to SneakerCon. I paid for myself to come out to Chicago, to LA, just to meet. I'm not getting money for it. I'm paying for myself to
you're doing your own PR.
Yeah, and so now they're like, yo, Frank, he don't play. He's not gonna wait for us, and that's kind of how it was. So don't worry, you
that's
guys.
Dope, man. No, that's dope. Yeah. That's dope.
For sure. That's what's up.
Dope.
That's what's up. Yeah.
So other than us talking backstage, you know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna talk backstage, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, as far as down the pipelines, anything else you want to share before we kind of get up out of here?
Oh man, there's a few things I can't really reveal, but just I'm always up to something.
Say less.
I'm always up to something. But I will. I'll tell you what I can say. So we got I've got a brand called a Sportswear Sample Sale where I do sample sale Nike retro clothing in the UK. So that's coming. Sportswear Sample Sale. I think first week of July. Then we got like DesignerCon. Do you guys have DesignerCon out there? Designer Con.
Design
It's like
I haven't heard of it.
yeah.
The only thing we got is Sneaker Con. That's it.
And
Okay, yeah.
conflict
So
design. Yeah.
there's Designer Con. So that's coming to the UK in August. So I'm going to be doing that. I've got a space out there. So yeah, I'm working, man. Always working. Always working,
Hey,
man.
that's the name of the game, man. Stay
Yeah.
ahead of the game,
Oh man.
man.
You know.
We appreciate you, man, for coming through.
No, thank you guys, man. I enjoyed the conversation. I really appreciate what you guys
Oh
do.
yeah, definitely,
Oh,
man. This
appreciate
was, like I said,
Yeah.
for me, yeah, this was one of the dopest interviews that we've had. You know, very informative, great
very.
stories. You know what I mean?
Thank
And
you.
I can see the passion that you have.
Mhm.
You know,
Thank
Oh yeah.
and the work that you put in, man, and then everything that you get is well deserved, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
And the fact
Thank
that you up at probably what is it about 11:30, 12 now?
Yeah, it's nearly 1. It's nearly 1 o'clock. It's nearly 1 in the
Oh
morning.
man,
So.
we
So
Yeah,
you
it's
ain't gonna
okay.
be able to see the Mayweather fight, huh?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try to stay up for it. Well, what time is it coming on?
I want to say, from what I saw, I don't know if there's somebody correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but I think they said the main event is supposed to start maybe around 10 or 11 our time.
Oh, so that's like 4 or 5 in the morning. You know.
Yeah, you might need to catch a nap, take a nap.
yeah, for real.
But don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on
I'll
that.
take
So
it out. I'll take
yeah,
it
don't quote me
out.
on that. That's kind of like what I saw, and that's normally how it is. So I think I just saw a tweet where it said Floyd and them in 10 minutes or something like that. Let me see.
Oh wow. Okay.
It said I guess the pay-per-view starts in 10 minutes, so ain't no telling how
Oh.
many undercard fights they have. So I know the pay-per-view is about to start in a few minutes. So
Yeah.
got you. Real quick, I wanted to say this real quick. We're gonna do a giveaway here at Retro Talk Forum, and it's in collaboration with Lift Heavy. So like I said, our sponsor Beard Jedi, Lift Heavy Clothing is in the chat. So what we're gonna do, these are the rules. Put a comment on this video, not in the chat, but on the video, and comment Lift Heavy on there, LFTHVY. Comment Lift Heavy on there, and the next time we come on, we'll do a randomizer and pick somebody that comments, and you'll get your choice of a T-shirt off his website. You know, that's just something to help promote him. He's got dope quality stuff. If you get a chance, Kang. If you get a chance, check out Lift Heavy. He's got very dope qualities shirts. You know what I mean? And so yeah, comment Lift Heavy. Make sure that you follow Lift Heavy. And you don't even have to be subscribed to us. You know, if you like what we do, subscribe to the channel. But just comment Lift Heavy on there, and we're gonna pick a winner, and you can pick whatever item that you want off his website, and we're gonna pay for it. So like I said, if you get a chance, just comment Lift Heavy on the underneath the on the comment section, not in this chat, on the comment section, and then we'll like I said, we'll finish up the next time that we come on. So like I said, shout out to Beard Jedi, Lift Heavy, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
You know what? Instead of having one winner, let's do two winners.
Okay.
Let's do two winners. So we'll have a first and a second place. We'll do that. So whoever, like you said, we're gonna throw it on the randomizer. We'll have the first prize, whatever you pick on there, and then the second prize, whatever you pick on there.
That's what you need to comment right here. That's what you need to comment on this live right here.
You need to comment, and you need to like this this live. You're supposed to be hitting that like button anyway. Appreciate y'all for coming through though.
Facts. So yeah, that's the giveaway that we're gonna do. Like I said, check us out. Check Beard Jedi out. Definitely give King of Trainers a follow.
Yes, sir.
Shout out all your social media, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, and it's just King of Trainers on Twitter, on Instagram, or Franklin Boateng, BOATTNG on Instagram. Or you can check my website, Franklin BOATENG.com, and you can see all the stuff I've done. Or you could just Google me, you'll see a lot of stuff. I do a lot of community stuff as well, which I don't want pass up, you know. So we give, like, a lot of people say, what do I do with my trainers that I can't wear? I give a lot to charity. Every year we give so much to charity. We give a lot of things. So I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes as well. So, you know, just want to shout that out as well.
That's dope, man. That sound like Kicks Dream United over here, man. He does the same thing, man. You know, like he gather up a lot of kicks and just give it to, you know, less fortunate people, man. So I think that's a dope thing, man. Salute to you, bro.
Thank you. You guys.
We definitely appreciate you coming on the show, brother, and gracing us with your presence. Dope interview, man. I love this interview right here, man. And like I said, much love, much success to you, brother. And
you too, guys. You too.
Yeah, and we appreciate you. And I'm gonna let my partner Black close us out. Don't go anywhere. Don't log off yet. We're gonna talk backstage real quick.
Cool.
It's on you, brother.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was gonna say yours. Well, another dope show. Like we said, we appreciate King of Trainers Franklin for coming through, blessing us with his presence. Much respect to you, brother. Nothing but utmost respect to you and all the things that you've done and your future endeavors, man. We really do appreciate you, and we watching. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure everybody's in the chat, you know, is going to be watching you at the same time, waiting on the goodies that's going to come, you know, before the end of the year, you know. And
thank you.
Once again, we appreciate you. I know it's a big time difference. It took us a while to kind of, you know, get this together, but you know, we made it work, man. So you know, much respect and much love to you, brother.
I kind of like the earlier show.
Yeah, I do too. You know, I gives you a little bit more time in the evening. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So.
But shout out to the chat, man. Much love to all the participants. Retro Talk Nation.
Yeah, we appreciate that, definitely.
We appreciate y'all definitely for coming through, chopping it up with us on this dope show. Very informative for us, and I'm pretty sure it's very informative for y'all as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. If you don't know, it's your boy, Black Ass African, aka BAA, aka Marvin to some. With that being said, let me see if I can get this right. That's my boy Hot Dog 18. That's King of Trainers, Franklin. We are Retro Talk Forum, and we'll holler at y'all on the next one, man. Peace out.
Peace.
We're Retro Talk Forum. I'm Hot Dog 18. You can find me on IG, and I'm gonna pass